It's another episode of Real Talk, raw and relevant content for the people. And this week it's all about Elsie Albert, the Papua New Guinea Orchids captain, also playing for the Dragons in the NRLW. Welcome back to Australia and thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's all right. So I gave you a couple of things that you had to do. And the first thing was to think of a word that best describes yourself.
I describe myself as a trailblazer. Trailblazer. In one word.
Perfect. Why?
I think because as a Papua New Guinean, like I'm the first lady to sign a contract straight out of Papua New Guinea to play here. So yeah, that would be the reason.
Absolutely. And I also pick a word. And so my word for you is inspirational. I think that everybody after listening to this podcast is going to be very inspired by you. And I know certainly when I saw your name for the first time, I thought, who's this woman? And I was certainly inspired. So we'll be able to tell our audience what's so inspiring about you and why you are a trailblazer in rugby league, but also in your country. And the other thing that we have to do is, because it's real talk, you can't be fake to me. So you just have to make sure that there's no fibbing, no lies, and you're going to be real. Can we do that, Elsie?
All right, I'll try my best.
Yeah, no laughing. No, just kidding. Let's get into it. Elsie, you are 25. You made your debut in the NRLW last year for the St George Illawarra Dragons. Like I mentioned, you are the Papua New Guinea Orchids captain. You captained them and they only just came into, I guess, playing international rugby league back in 2017. Yeah, just for a moment and for our audience, tell us, who is Elsie Albert, the little girl who grew up in Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, so yeah, as you all know, I'm from Papua New Guinea, and I'm a student. I studied at a university back home. I studied bachelor in tropical agriculture, and yeah, as soon as I played rugby league when I went to uni. So I played there, and then I got selected to represent the province that I went to university. And then I represented the province, and then I came to Mosby, represented the province in Mosby, and I was selected for the Orchids. So yeah, and then from there, and I made the Orchids, and I'm here now. So yeah, I'm a student. I studied a Bachelor of Tropical Agriculture, but this opportunity, I grabbed this opportunity, and I sort of thought it would be nice for me to explore new things. So that's when I quit university. Not quit, I would say not quit, but I put a pause to my studies, and yeah, I came over.
Yeah, so worth it. Let's rewind a little bit. You are studying tropical agriculture, which means you're an expert in plants and insects, which blows my mind. That is quite the skill. I find that fascinating. And we can probably touch more on that in a bit. But can we rewind to you growing up in Papua New Guinea and where you are from in Papua New Guinea, and insight into what it was like?
Yeah, so I was born up in the islands. So it's like from where we are, it's like mainland. It's in the inland of Papua New Guinea, and I was born in Nipa, and yeah, my dad was a police officer there. It was a station commander at the place. So yeah, I grew up there, and because it was a police, we moved from different places, where his, work brought him, we have to, travel with him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we traveled a lot in most parts of the province and back in PNG. And yeah, I grew up in the highlands.
So is that dangerous? There's...
No, it's not that dangerous. like the media portrays, certain things and saying that, Papua New Guinea is a dangerous place and stuff, but it really is not. Like, if you go there, like you'd experience it yourself, like it's really not that bad.
Yeah. See, this is the stuff that I find super interesting too, because I've never been to PNG. Like a lot of our audience, they probably haven't either. And you have an idea of, I only can go off what I hear. So I hear these crazy stories that happen in PNG, and there's crazy stories that happen everywhere around the world. But would you say that you're pretty lucky growing up?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty lucky. I grew up in PNG, but like I think in terms of opportunities and stuff, it's pretty limited there for young people. So, that's why like when this opportunity came along, I thought, I should grab this opportunity and then, get out there and explore the world and stuff. So that's why, when I get the opportunity to get out of PNG, I grabbed it with both hands and here I am now.
Yeah. And what about for equality with women? I know that when Australia has gone over to play in PNG, both the men's and the women's sides, there's generally some stories that come back, and sometimes they're quite eye-opening, just with what they see in the streets, and that's more Port Moresby. But is it dangerous to be a woman in PNG?
Um, I don't think it's really dangerous. Like, yeah, I don't think it's really that dangerous. Like PNG it's a developing country, and you hear certain stories and certain things, but yeah, like for me growing up, it's not that dangerous, but it's up all in the mindset of people. So
Hmm.
like it's starting to change, and rugby league is a way of rugby league is something that triggers that change, I should say. And yeah, I think we're like moving in the right direction at the moment, like how we're moving. Yeah.
Great. And how has rugby league helped you, because and other women in the country?
Sorry.
How has rugby league helped you and other women in PNG?
I think like it's sort of it sort of brings that gender equality thing into place as well. Like most women, it's sort of like a cultural thing that a woman is not supposed to play rugby. Like it's a man's thing, and like based on our culture, like yeah, women are not supposed to do certain things, and I think rugby league like comes in that category as well. But like we've been like in 2017, like you said earlier, like putting a team in place to take part in the international arena, and then like from then onwards, like it's been like a good platform to, you know, yeah, it's a good platform to sort of break that barrier.
Yeah.
That barrier that men are more important than ladies, and ladies are meant to be in the house, doing house chores, cleaning the house, or do all this stuff. But when rugby league came in, it sort of like dismantles that thought, and then brings equality, like putting equality on the table for us as well.
Love it. The power of sport and the power of rugby league. It's
Yeah,
incredible,
yeah,
isn't it?
true, true.
And so from 2017, how have rugby league numbers for women like built over the years?
Oh man, I think it tripled. It tripled since last year when I came here. Like now they sort of like see that like there's a pathway for girls to go through and then play at that level, and then if they're lucky enough they could probably come into NRLW. Like from last year, like I've seen that the number
Wow.
like tripled. Yeah, so it's really good how things are going back home with regards to rugby league.
Okay, so because you played for South Logan in Queensland last
Yep.
year, and then NRLW, then you went home, and then you came back. So when you went home, you noticed that there was like a triple in numbers. How many people are we talking? How many women are we talking?
Oh,
Hundreds,
so
thousands?
no, thousands, not hundreds, thousands. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Because like now you could see like more teams are participating in the comp uh, in Mosby, not only in Mosby, but like in other towns as well. So like
Wow.
it's yeah,
So
it's really great.
did
Good
the
to see
women
how the
qualify?
numbers.
Did the women qualify for, sorry, the Rugby League World Cup next year?
Yep,
So
yep,
so PNG now have an extra 12 months, and after you
yep,
play this NRLW season, they're only going to
yep.
skyrocket more.
Yeah, I know, and it's exciting. It's exciting to watch, like exciting to see like more of me coming through, and then yeah,
Oh, Elsie, give yourself a pat on the back. That's so cool. It's so cool.
no,
Let, let's fast
yeah,
forward
it's
to
so
this
good.
year. Yeah. And how you got here, because this was a whole process in itself,
Yeah,
trying to get back to play in
yeah.
2021. So run me through it.
So yeah, so last year when I came here, with the COVID and everything that was going on, um, I overstayed my visa last year, and like that was the major hurdle that I have to overcome to get back, because like it automatically like puts me like what should I say? I was red flag. My
Yeah.
name was red flag against.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So yeah, I was man, it was a tough experience for me. Like I've never experienced something like that, and for me to you know get a call from immigration telling me that you've overstayed your visa and you need to go back to PNG ASAP. And so like first time for me to travel and come to Australia, stayed here, and then I get this call saying that yeah, you've overstayed your visa and you're an illegal, like you're illegally staying in Australia. You have to go back. Yeah, man, it was tough, but yeah, I've had help from a lot of people, and uh, got a great letters from the Dragons. I want to say thank you to them for being there for me like all this way, and I got letters and then sent it back to them, and then they saw the letters, so they agreed to let me stay and play the NRLW season last year.
For
So
you.
yeah, I stayed. I completed that season, and then as soon as I completed the season, I have to leave. I can't stay because of the visa bridge.
Hmm.
So yeah, I went back home, and then for me to come back was really hard. So yeah, I
So,
had, like I said, like I had help from a lot of people, Dragons help, Foreign Affairs help. So like I had, you know, bits and pieces from everywhere, and then I put a letter together and sent it to immigrations, and yeah, they granted me the visa. Like it took me 6 months to get that visa. Man,
wow. And here you are. Thank gosh, right? Thank gosh.
yeah,
And
it
let's
was yeah,
fingers crossed this season still goes ahead. I have faith. I have
yeah.
faith.
Fingers crossed.
Now, outside of rugby league, we've spoken about you studying in tropical agriculture, but you also had a boxing career. Did you
Yeah.
have professional fights?
No, so with the boxing, like it's pretty much like I was in high school. When I was in high school, like I went for a tryout, and I was I think I was 105 kilos at the time. So I went.
How much are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I think no, not I think I am 100. I'm not 195.
You're 95. So
95
you
at
were
the moment.
in
Yeah,
high school, you were 105.
105 kilos.
Whoo! Wrong girl. All right.
Yeah, so I went to try out, and I did, you know, there was no person that I could box with
Mhm.
under that category of like heavyweight. So they just made me like just walk through. Yeah, I went undefeated. uh,
PNG heavyweight
yeah,
champion. Didn't have to
but
fight
yeah,
anyone.
didn't. But yeah, like I did sparring and stuff. But then when it comes to, getting into a ring and do a real fight, I couldn't because, I didn't have someone under the same weight category as me. So yeah, I just did a walkthrough.
Love it. That is such a good story. Would you get back in the ring? Would you box here in Australia?
Oh yeah, I would. I don't know.
Let me see.
See how
I'll have
it
to
goes.
do some homework. See if I can sort you out a fight. I would pay to see you in the ring. I would. I really would. I mean, I'd pay to watch you. I pay to watch you play rugby league because your runs and your tackles are, look, I've said it before, inspiring, but also a little scary. It's great.
I think I think that's why I play rugby. Like I love the physicality of the game. And
Yeah, we love you playing the game too. Don't worry. So how did you then pick up rugby league?
So yeah, from there, from high school and then going into uni. While I was in uni, we have like from the province that I went to, the university, like they don't allow boys themselves to play. So you have to have a girls team as well. Like they're trying to get this gender equality thing going on in the province.
Great.
So they said like if you're a boys team and if you want to put a team through, you have to have a girls team as well. So that's when like they wanted to put together a girls team so the boys team could play. And
Perfect.
they were searching for girls to play. And they came and approached me and asked if I wanted to play. And the first time they came, I said, "Nah, like I'm a huge fan, but playing, I don't think I'm gonna play." So yeah, the first time they asked, I didn't, and the second time they asked, I didn't. The third time, the boys captain came and asked and said, "Mate, like you have to give it a try. Just come and just give it a try." And then I went. And we played that weekend, and after that game, like I sort of like, I fell in love with the game.
Oh my gosh. Thank gosh that you did try it because you're made for it. And look at what you've done.
And a shout out to that boy. His name is Fraser Ninde. The captain, like, I think it's because of him that I'm playing.
Wow. He would be looking at your career so envious, going, I wish I was playing over in Australia like she is. That's great. That's so cool, Elsie. Career highlight for you.
Yeah, for me, it would be the win against England last year.
2019? Yeah,
2019,
that's quick.
yeah. Or last year, sorry, 2019, before last year. Yeah, it's that because like that was the first game I've captained as an Orchid. Like I played as a captain, and yeah, to be the first captain to win the first ever Test match for the Orchids as well. Like yeah, that would be, and also to defeat like Qatar One Nation. Yeah, like so yeah, that's my career. Like that would be my career. Like.
That gives me butterflies in my belly. That makes me feel so excited for you.
It always, when I like speak about that, like it always gives me that emotion. Like, yeah, we've come a long way in a short time.
Yeah. Why does it make you emotional?
In terms of like women playing rugby league in PNG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, so much respect.
Yeah, like with the culture that we're brought up with, like the culture that women are supposed to be in the house, or women are supposed to play rugby league, or women are seen as as second best, and yeah, it's just when it comes to that, like it's always like I'm always emotional.
Yeah. Do you think because after that you weren't second best?
Yeah, after that, like we've earned ourselves that respect. Like people talk at us like against women playing rugby league in PNG. Like they usually say stuff like, "You're never gonna win a Test match. Waste of money. we're wasting money on women playing league, and we shouldn't support girls playing league. They should be playing cricket or other normal sport that girls are supposed to play. Like negative comments, like we get those type of comments, but after that win, like you could see, like it changed like the perspective, the thinking, the mindset, like of especially the male folks back at home. And now, like you see, we get like more support from the the male community as well back home, and yeah, it's been really good.
Oh, that makes me feel warm. It's so cool. Like it's the best that rugby league has the power to change the mindset
Yeah.
of.
And it's like rugby league is also seen as our country's sport. Like they see it as the main sport that our country plays, and I think it is declared as the national sport.
Yeah, wow.
Rugby
It's like
league.
your
So like
religion over there.
yeah. So like have you watched the documentary on Power Mary?
Yeah, it's
Yeah. So
touching.
like they say like number one is God, number two is rugby league, and number three is the language that we speak, our mother tongue. So yeah, rugby league is certainly a religion back home.
Yeah. That was an incredible documentary. For our listeners, if you haven't seen Power of Mary, just Google it and make sure you have a watch. Elsie, you're in that, aren't you?
Oh no, I wasn't.
Was that
I wasn't in
before?
that. Yeah, it was
Ah,
before. I went in 2018. They did the
okay.
Power Mary film on in 2017. Yeah.
Ah, damn it. Just missed out. I have to do Power of Mary number 2. Now, before I let you go, what about your greatest setback? I asked you to have a think about something that's been really challenging, maybe on the footy field or away from the footy field in your life.
I think the greatest setback is, I think I've already mentioned, like, for me to hear that I'm illegally staying in Australia, and man, that was like the hardest thing. Like and not only that, but they also told me that you are illegally in Australia, and I was banned for 3 years as well. Like automatically, like I'm banned. Like as soon as I leave Australia and go back to PNG, like that ban comes into effect. Like it starts there. And yeah, man, yeah, that was the greatest setback, like in my life. Like I've never experienced, going into another country, and then with COVID and everything going on, and then I forgot to, check my visa status, and then getting a phone call telling me that, oh, you've overstayed your visa, and yeah, so
Wow.
and then I went back home after NRLW season, and then I wanted to come back, and it was really hard. It was really hard to get the visa, application going, because I already had that ban. So I had to uh, seek help from people as well, and like I said, I had a lot of people coming on board, helping with the situation that I was in, especially like the Dragons as an organization. Like they stepped in, wrote some good letters for me as well as a character reference, and then DFAT as well. Like they helped as well in writing letter and good character reference for me as well. And then with all those, I tried to apply again, and then like it took almost, like I said, 6 months to get that visa approved, and to finally get that visa approved, and get that call that we understand the situation, and then we've agreed to grant you a visa to come back to Australia. Like it melted my heart, and I was so emotional at the time. Like I cried once I received the call that my visa was granted. Yeah,
Oh,
but
what a
yeah,
situation.
yeah, it was a really tough one. But yeah, I got through it. And
Did you think that everything you'd worked for had just sort of gone like that?
yeah, absolutely. Once I received that 3 year ban, like noticed that I'm banned for 3 years. Once I leave Australia, I thought that was it for me.
Gosh.
But
So
yeah, man.
that's all we've probably got time for, but it's been awesome to chat and just know a bit more about your life. It's quite the story and we're all so proud of you.
Thank you, and thanks for having me, bro. Yeah.